Alright guys, here we go. Wincher here. I want to be one of the first to bring you Gun Game off of Battlefield 3, or we call it Gun Master. This is on map Scrap Metal. Oh boy, it is a tough map. Multiple levels. Basically, I have no idea what Gun Master is getting in here. I was completely ignorant to it. A lot of stuff getting thrown at us here, and I was just, drinking from a fire hose here. Got off work here, just had to pop it in here and just go at it. Finally, the first day I can get the close quarters maps to finally work on the servers. But how you start off here, how this game mode works, and a lot of people are saying it's a straight rip-off from Call of Duty, but it's really not in some ways. Yeah, it seems like a take-off of it, but it's a certainly different spin than what we're used to in Battlefield 3. But right off the bat, you start off with an MP443 pistol, and how you have basically progress through the weapons here is that you get 2 kills per weapon, and once you do that, you immediately unlock the next weapon, which is kind of a sticky situation when you're in the middle of killing the third guy and you're switching your guns, which you'll see happen here a few times. But then you switch to the 93R here, and lots going on. This is, again, a completely different feel than what you're accustomed to in Battlefield 3. This is, I'm having to think back to my Call of Duty days here. And that's, of course, all you guys know, that's where I came from. So I was kind of like, whoa, we're in a different mindset here. It's not about being cautious about kill streaks and about outplaying your players. It's more just strictly gun-on-gun skills, which I think a lot of people like with this type of game mode. It gives it kind of an alternative if you don't want to do the typical Battlefield stuff. So I'm really proud of DICE and what they're doing here. I think this is a good move because I'll tell you what, my heart rate was sky high at the end of this match because this is the first match I wanted to make a good impression. And my genuine first match playing this on this map, only the second game of the close quarters content I was able to play tonight before I have to get up early again for work. But man, my heart rate was sky high when I was, getting this euphoric high when I actually won this map. I hate to ruin it and spoil it for you guys, but you'll see. It's worth watching to the end. It's pretty interesting. But there you can see the Magnum is not one of my strong suits. I hate that gun. But you'll progress on to the PP19 here, and there's a lot of guns you go through this rotation on. I don't know the exact number. We can count it up here as we go. I guess this is the third weapon now, or the fourth now, I guess. It goes quick. But the hardest part I'm finding with this map, Scrap Metal, boy, I mean, this is like multiple levels. I mean, it's big, but at the same point in time, it's kind of like, it seems like the action stays curtailed in certain areas of the map. So if you kind of know where those corridors are, and of course you stick close to your buddies, it'll work out for you. The other thing to note is that you have no equipment on, class-specific equipment with these guns, so it's just whatever gun you have is what you have. You have no tugs or health packs or anything like that. Also, I didn't see a lot of red dots on the map in terms of players, and this is a big problem right there. Look how much health I just lost dropping down that level. Seems like you lose a lot of health dropping down even on small levels there. So you want to be cautious of that with this map, because it does seem more damage. And somebody else was saying that the grenade damage is less than what it normally is. The explosives are toned down a little bit. I don't know if that's true or not. But PP19 here, and there you can see I got my second kill, and then it was in the rotation of switching to the next weapon, the P90. But while you're doing that, you're pretty much completely vulnerable in those type of situations. So you're kind of stuck there, and I don't think you have a knife at any point in time in this match. So again, it's constant running and gunning. For you guys that are die-hard, hardcore Battlefield guys, I can hear you raising hell already about this, but try to be open-minded. This is about more, I think, having fun, not having team-based gameplay. I mean, I'm not even sure why we have 2 separate teams on this, because it's more annoying when people steal your kills. To me, this should be, and I've said this before, a free-for-all type mode. We don't have that in Battlefield. That would be kind of fun to have, where every man for himself, and that certainly would be conducive to this type of gameplay. So here we go into the shotgun arena. And I played one match earlier with, I can't remember the name of the map, but my first death was by a shotgun. That's what I was talking about, guys. And it was a SPOS 12 here. This gun seems to be pretty good. I haven't used it much, but it certainly seems to have a decent amount of range on it. Like right there, I got hit markers on that guy, but it didn't put him down on one hit, so that's probably a good thing. So I didn't even know what this gun was because I don't even have it unlocked yet. This is the only weapon I don't have unlocked in the previous content we had with the vacuum cleaner jackhammer MK3. I'm like, and it has frag rounds equipped right here too, so heads up on that. because those things just don't do the damage they used to. I believe those are frag rounds. At least that's what a guy that was kind of leading me through this. I just happened to be in the lobby talking to him, and he had a mic, so it was helpful for me to hear him speak about this. But I just don't care for shotguns, you know. Man, look at that health again. I mean, just basically 75% health drop right there, so just don't do that. Yeah, they are frag rounds. I see the replay there. He had the same weapon as me. So it's a very frantic paced game because you're constantly in it's almost like a race. You know, you're in a race with the other players on your team and the enemy team. And it was like neck and neck throughout this match quite a bit. And there's that Magnum. I just cannot use that gun at all. But the good news is like if you acquire 1 kill during this game mode and you die, you don't forfeit that kill. It counts towards the next kill. You know, maybe that's good and bad, but it helped me out at certain points in the matches when I'm struggling with, like, you know, certain weapons. Particularly, you know, I was afraid during the sequence, and of course I was right. I knew they'd have to throw a bolt-action sniper rifle in there at some point, and sure as shit they did. I was just like, oh man, I thought that, you know, because I'm just not a sniper, but actually didn't work out too bad. So here is the ACWR. It still has that glitch, at least on the consoles. You PC guys laugh at us about this, but I've spoken about how I like the tactile feedback of the rumble feature on our controllers that really immerses you in the game unlike anything you'll experience on the PC. But for some reason with this one particular gun that still does not support a rumble feature, so it just feels odd to me firing that gun, the ACWR. It's an extremely accurate, high-power weapon, but heads up on the next weapon, which you'll see some. I mean, it's an incredible gun. The new engineer class weapon, the TAR. So you kind of get both new weapons here in the engineer class. And look at this guy. How did he know I was coming up behind him? He just had like a random feeling. Is he just what in the movie Hunt for Red October? Would he just pull Crazy Ivan on me there, just randomly turning around doing a 180 and just got lucky and pulled the trigger and took me? I was pissed about that one. You can hear all these guns going off, lots of frantic gameplay here, but that kind of gives you a sense of what's going on here. Now I just unlocked the MTAR-21. This gun looks pretty mean. It says it's got like a 900 rounds per minute fire rate, and they say it just drops guys quick, and I found that out pretty quick myself. This gun looks like a force to be reckoned with. I've yet to unlock it. I'll certainly be putting out a review on all the new content weapons. But I've already put out 2 reviews on the L86. I really like that gun in support class, and the M417, which might be my favorite gun in the game. I'll just have to play with it more to find out, but my first experience with that gun was just euphoric. I don't know which other way to express that gun. But you can see here, I mean, this really fast fire rate. I can see that reload's going to be a little bit of a problem. I mean, that was the first time I pulled the trigger, so I really didn't know what to expect coming out of it. But with the laser sight, it certainly sprays good from the hip. Look how quick it put that guy down. So here we are. This is another weapon I've been looking forward to trying out. I believe this is a SCAR. Oh, no, this is AUG. I'm just not too excited about this gun. It looks a lot like the other assault-type weapons. But the SCAR L, I'm definitely looking forward to that gun. And look at that. That's why I knew right off the bat this gun, I'm not going to like it, and that's why kill assist. 96, are you kidding me? Forget it. You know, if that happens to me with any kind of gun, I'm just like, I'm never using this gun again. But you can see here lots of scrap metal, if you want to call it that. You know, lots of scaffolding and walls and multiple levels, you know, and stuff burning and moving and tools. I mean, just lots of visual gumbo to kind of, you know, screen, in addition to, you know, camouflage soldiers run around. You know, they don't run around in like hot peak camouflage. I mean, with whatever camouflage you're using, urban or whatever, I mean, it's hard to pick up guys. You know, if you don't pay attention, it's really kind of hard to distinguish, you know, friend from foe sometimes. And it's not like the sound in Call of Duty where you can hear guys' footsteps all over the place anytime. And I mean, this is difficult. Here's that SCAR L I was really looking forward to, but I guess, you know, of course against a shotgun, so it's not get too much at that range. But, you know, one of the biggest challenges, you know, the sounds are great in this game, don't get me wrong, and I've got a great Turtle Beach, you know, top-of-the-line PX5 headset. But I find the sound, one of my biggest complaints about Battlefield 3 is that the sound sometimes I find it a little bit disorienting or misleading. Like if I hear a sound, you know, directed towards me or coming from a certain area, expect that sound to lead me in the direction of the enemy, and sometimes it does not. It could be misinterpreted sometimes for just white noise, I think. I don't know if it's just me or what, but sometimes I struggle with that. So I think that was the guy that was kind of running up against me in terms of the score. But, you know, these type of weapons, you'll find several of these weapons. This here support class is the second support class gun. I can't remember what it's called, the LSAT, I believe. But they have these big ACOG scopes on, and you're like, man, what am I going to do on a close quarters map like this? You know, with an ACOG scope. Thankfully, it's got a laser sight on it, so you can pretty much just spray from the hip, hope for the best, and you'll probably do all right. And then right here, I just get robbed somehow. There's a guy behind me. I thought that was my third kill. I'm like, what is that? Was that 3 kills or 2 kills? I got just confused there. Yeah, I mean, I swear I've already got 2 kills, so I don't know if it regressed up to 3 kills here later in the match or something, or if I'm just not paying attention to it that closely here. But, you know, a guy made a great point in this type of game mode. If you join, like, halfway into the match, you're starting over from, you know, the ground up, so you really have no chance. I mean, what are you going to do? So I don't really know what... I mean, to me, that seems kind of strange, that you have no chance at all to win the match, and you got to start from the ground up with a pistol when everybody's, you know, halfway through their progression with, you know, basically fully automatic weapons. You see here, my buddies are trying to get me in this match. We had a team practice going on tonight with the One World Order, OWO. Feel free to play on Battle Log again. So, again, I mean, it's a fun game mode. I don't know if it's something I would play all the time. It's not really like my type. I mean, now that I've played Battlefield 3 so much, that's really what I desire. I'm kind of over these Call of Duty type game modes. I've been there, done that. I wasn't a fan of, I guess it was Black Ops that had this type of game mode, if I recall right. I think this is kind of a spin-off of that. I wasn't into that much either. I mean, I am pretty good. I do kind of pride myself on being the jack of all trades, if you want to call it that, with numerous weapons. But I don't know. There's certainly other game modes on this map I'll be playing, but I kind of like that. I did play one match with that domination type match. That was pretty nice. I'll have to play more again to see how the shotguns are, but I'll post up some footage of that here real soon. But I just want to get this out here for you guys to kind of watch a full-length match, see what you can expect to see in this. Hopefully you can kind of get an idea for what this map layout is, because it's very confusing to me. You know, 3 tiers on each side, and they're both connected through 2 hallways, so keep in mind about that. So now we got the L86. I like this gun quite a bit, but again, it's got a ACOG scope on it. Not something I would probably put on with this type of game mode. Suppression kills is just what I need, right? But we were bitching at a few guys in the beginning. We were like, "That was my kill." No, it was my kill. Yes, it's kind of like you're competing with your teammates, which again, I think this would be more. I mean, it might be too chaotic, you know, it's free for all with that many players. You'd have to cut down the player size. But here's the gun I'm really liking right now, the M417 semi-automatic sniper rifle. Check out my review of this gun. I mean, this one match I was using this gun, just destroying the team. I mean, it reloads incredibly fast, high damage, and I mean, it's just very accurate gun. I really like this fire rate of the gun, 20 round clip. What more could you ask for? Especially in situations like this, in a little hallway, guys running up. Get lots of pressure on those guys, but my teammates kind of in there clean up my mess, which is kind of frustrating. Just spamming the trigger anything I can. Come in here and it's like, whoa, caught off guard, you know, half the team out here in front of me. So here's the bolt action weapon. I was like, oh boy, and here we go. This is why I don't like bolt action. There's a shot right to the chest, and it did not kill him. I'm like, this is wonderful. That was a lucky shot right there. But I pulled that shot off. You know, explain that to me. You know, it's like I took the time to aim in the first guy, and then I just kind of panicked shoot the second time, and you know that works. So here's the second to last weapon, the M320 or whatever it is, some kind of noob tube type weapon. I was like, oh, wonderful. It just gets more interesting and interesting as we go on here. And then you start hearing that kind of winding down sound. Not sure really if I'm in the lead or not, but I know I'm up there close. You know, you're just trying to get some kind of cheap kill. Look at the drop on that weapon. I mean, it just drops immediately. It's like, you can tell I don't use these very much at all. I mean, I don't know what you do. I mean, it's just all about luck, you know. But somehow I got that kill. I don't even know how. So the final kill is with a knife, which is kind of interesting. Especially with this, because, you know, front swipe knives require 2 swipes knives. So you really got to get somebody about from behind. Or get a lucky one from the front. So you can see me run around here at the end, just try and do what I can with that, but I do eventually pull it off. Hope you guys just enjoy the footage. Please like, subscribe the video if it kind of opened your eyes to what you can expect here with the gun game. And I'll have more to come here with the close quarters content. And I'll have lots more weapon reviews too with the 10 new weapons. That's all I got, guys. This is Windshear again. Thanks for watching, and I'll have more to come.